Alrighty!
Hey, Chris.
Welcome, friends. Today was the last day of our semifinal training camp. We had 22 athletes on site. The first workout of the day, which we're not talking over, was 100 cal C2 bike, 100 thrusters at 95-65, 100 GHD sit-ups, and 100 hang power snatches at that same barbell. It was gross.
It was, but quite a few finished.
Yeah.
Which was surprising.
Final workout of the day, what we're about to watch right now, was a sprint style workout. Started on the Echo bike. It was 11 burpee box jump overs, 30 inches for the guys, 24 for the girls, 20 cals on the Echo bike for the guys, 16 for the girls, and then a 90-foot double overhead walking lunge with the 70-pound dumbbells for the males, 50 for the females. And now we are going to watch Travis Mayer, the Wad Slayer, Noah Olson, the Happy But Hungry Maniac, and Jake the Snake Berman as our final heat of men. Wow. All right, let's roll. Wow, that was very loud. Bam, and we have begun.
And when Max said they start on the Echo bike, they start touching the Echo
Yeah,
bike.
that's right.
Do the burpee box
Did I
jump
make that
overs.
confusing?
You did.
Yeah, I do that.
All right, so 11 burpee box jump overs to start. Noah's cadence, you can see, is just much faster
Yeah,
than the other guys.
where does he speed his cadence up? Is it in the drop?
It is in the drop. He stays super low on the box, which all of these guys do a good job, but watch how low Noah is compared to even Travis.
Yeah,
in
that's
this.
true. You can kind of see their head level.
Yeah.
And also notice that Jake and Travis are stepping their burpees up and Noah's hopping them.
Yeah.
These sprint style workouts a lot of times are about like risk taking and
For sure.
figuring out like where you can save 5 or 10 seconds and if it's worth it. So obviously Travis and Jake made the decision that it wasn't worth it to kind of sprint those first 11. And I think they're right. And I think Noah's cadence at a comfortable level is just a little bit faster. He tends to do, well, he won the world in the deadlift burpee workout. So
Yeah.
I think this is one of his jams.
Yeah, I don't think for him it costs him anything to go that fast. So for some people it would, and you probably should pull back to just make sure that you can do the overhead lunges. You'll see how hard that is in a second. But for Noah, he can keep that cadence. And what Jake told me before is he's going to keep his like comfortable, like what he would consider his threshold cadence on the burpee box jump. Same thing on the bike, like his 10-minute test basically, and then try to win the workout on the lunge. You just come to find out that the 70 pounds is just really hard overhead no matter what.
Yeah, so this style of workout, you know, we've seen with the, was it the Fibonacci final at the games where they, or no, that was parallel handstand push-ups.
I don't know which one, but they've had a couple
yeah.
variations of it.
Where you've had to lunge overhead at Granite Games last year as a semifinal. So we decided to put this in as the final movement, and it really changed the workout structure because they biked way slower than if that was like sandbags or something
so
like
to
that.
give the audience some context, they all started around 450 to 480, and they basically kind of pulled back to around 415 at the end, and all of them could go way faster than that. But again, they saw all the other heats go and realized how hard it was.
Yeah. Standard here on the lunges, I said that they were not allowed to touch the dumbbells overhead, so the same standard as quarterfinals. It's heavier, so I really wanted to see what this looked like at the end of a weekend under pressure in racing type scenarios. And you can see like Travis's arms are really fighting right there. Jake seems to have the kind of best stacked overhead position, but it seems like his kind of lunge was, you know, maybe a little bit more unstable than Noah and Travis, but it turned into a really good race here. Like, so those are 15-foot line segments, which means they're 30 feet into the 90 feet total. Jake is going right here to finish 45 feet unbroken to start, and he's almost failed that right there.
Yeah.
And Travis and Noah open with 30.
I like Jake's aggression, and he said he wanted to really push the lunge, but I think that 45 feet is what cost him here, and you're going to obviously see it at the end. I think he just went too much. He went too hot there, and again, if you fail on the shoulders, you're just done. Yeah,
it's a really hard thing to manage at the end of this workout.
So Noah has 15 feet left at this point, and I actually thought that he was going to go and like finish it with 2 sets basically, but then you could see that last bobble, and that's like the thing that you know it could cost you, and then you did get a no rep, so he stopped, and he told me he was gaming this, waiting for Travis, so you're going to see what happens here.
Yeah, he thought Travis was just going to do 15.
Right.
Yeah. So, well, that's kind of the danger of waiting and gaming in these types of situations, because you don't know when somebody's ready to take a risk, and here comes Travis just deciding to fight.
Is Travis the Wad Slayer?
Yeah, Travis Mayer.
There's the Wad Slayer.
Travis Mayer, the Wad Slayer.
Watch this step here.
And I actually made him take another step, and Noah, because they were both on the line. They finished within like 0.2 seconds of one another, but yeah, it went to Travis.
Yeah, Travis won.
And then Jake ended up failing that last walking lunge segment, that last 15 feet, and we had a 4-minute cap. So he didn't give up on the workout. He just knew that he wasn't going to be able to recover and hit the end there.
Great push, guys.
And we're off. Sarah missed the briefing and started on the wrong side. Yeah, those types of little things, it probably didn't impact her workout that much, but I think it sometimes does just impact your mindset in the workout where you're like, fuck, and just gets you off cadence.
Well, she got to the other side of the box and then had to rush a couple of burpee box jump overs, which really does mess you up because you're going a little bit faster than maybe you want to.
Yeah. So, again, same thing that we just watched with the guys. There's not going to be that much separation here on the burpee box jump overs, but Alexis's cadence is just a little faster. And when these workouts are dictated by really short seconds in the end of these workouts, sometimes just having a little bit of a lead actually does play a big psychological role.
Yeah, I agree. And you can start to race, too. Alexis knew that there are only 3 people in this heat. It's going to be much different at semifinals. You have to look around for maybe 10 people in your heat. But this allows you to race a little bit better.
Yeah, we didn't have the gym space to get this set up, and dumbbells, I guess, to get this set up for 10 across. But it ended up being a pretty cool race to finish it out.
So I was just going to point out how impressive these ladies are because they were actually holding the same wattage as the guys. Yes, I swear. I was watching. And then when the guys went after this video is obviously second in this video, but it was pretty funny.
Yeah.
How much better they were.
And in the chipper this morning, they were
the same, basically the same
C2 biking at the same pace.
So they're just really, really fit ladies.
Well, that's what happens.
So for context, that would be around 440 watts, almost the whole way. They kind of pulled back maybe the last cal or two, which I think makes sense, right? You're trying to like reset so that you get to the dumbbells and you can pick them up quickly. Yeah,
so Alexis got onto the bike a little bit ahead and then finished a little bit ahead, and Sarah's right behind, and Allison got on with Sarah. So they were probably all biking relatively similar pace.
Within an RPM, every single one of them.
Yeah, so then it just comes down to this double overhead lunge.
And you can see, here's the difference. Look at Alexis's overhead position and then where Sarah is. And Sarah's actually is still pretty good compared to the field, but Alexis is just like almost like a perfect overhead position with the dumbbells tilted down.
Yeah, that gymnastics background definitely helps. Sarah kind of has that in the shoulder position. It seems like her wobble here comes from her elbows. It's actually something that I want to take a look at afterwards. But I would say that relative to the field, these are 2 of the best females in the world at doing this heavy overhead double overhead walking lunge.
Yeah. I mean, this is 50 pounds for the ladies. And if you haven't done one and you're a lady and you want to try it to see how hard it is.
Or a guy. This is hard.
Most guys will not beat their scores. I promise you.
The other thing to notice too is Alexis still hasn't put these down.
Yeah, and that's Sarah's first time too.
Yeah, so Sarah took 60 feet, and then Alexis is going to go 75 feet. So the guys, they did 30 feet unbroken. They did 2 of those line segments. I don't know what this means. Does that mean Alexis is more fit than Noah and Travis and Jake?
That's what I'm going to say, for sure. Her overhead position is definitely better. And, all the guys have pretty good positions, but hers is just, she stacks it so well. And, again, that slight tilt back with the dumbbells, I think almost like counterbalances you a little bit if you get forward on the lunge.
Yeah, that was so impressive. That break was so quick, and she's done. And then Sarah's just crossing the 75-foot mark there. She really fights to the finish here. Let's see it.
This is a hard thing, too, for Sarah because this would be an absolute world-class score, but when someone beats you in your own gym, it's hard to realize how good that was.
Yeah, it's hard to keep perspective. Did you zoom in? Oh, we didn't. Oh, we are going to zoom back to
coming back.
All right.
I don't know where we are on the clock.
Yeah, and I don't know where we are on the clock, and I don't know where we are on the lines. So that's 1, 2, 3. So we're about 45. We're halfway into it. So, we had multiple heats go before this, and Allison, I think, was, after Sarah and Alexis, the farthest finisher in terms of lunges. So this kind of gives context. All of these ladies are competing at semifinals. Oh, that's the end. Oh, okay. I'm talking for no reason now.
You could watch the other days.
Yeah. Day 1 and day 2 are out.
Yeah, so we did our semifinal prep camp. We did a video for one workout on each of the days, explain the other ones. You can go back and watch them, and you can get a feel for what we did on site to get ready for semis. We leave in 2 weeks.
For the first one.
Which actually starts in 3 weeks, but I'm going to Amsterdam. Alexis and Allison, who you watched in this video, will be in Syndicate. Jake and Noah, who you watched in the beginning of this video, will be in MAC. And you'll probably get some updates from us along the way.
Travis at Granite
Oh, yeah.
Granite Games.
Yeah, I forgot about that Wad Slayer.
And the cool thing, too, is that we also did these semifinal prep camp workouts in TTT Compete, which is our online training program for all those that also qualified but couldn't make it this weekend.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Is that it, Chris? Are we approved to finish?
No.
No? Should we just sit here in silence?
Hey, Chris.
Should we do an Om meditation?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Cal.
Cal who?
No, Cal's moo.
Oh,
Oh,
fuck.
Dragon.
End this video before that. All right, see you guys.